Sun, Moon, Rising, May 2024. Leo, the month is beautiful and it starts with the birth of Mars. Mars has been invisible for 7 months, and it's for the first time at the beginning of May. We'll start seeing it on the eastern horizon before sunrise. That was a huge event in Babylonian ancient astrology. They only looked for when planets become visible and invisible. So Mars becoming visible, being born, reborn, starting a new phase in your ninth house. What can this mean? That for the next year and a half or two, while the cycle of Mars ends, you might take on a new initiative, because Mars is the planet of initiative, ambition, in regards to maybe some kind of an educational goal. You might decide to study, to pursue some new studies, to dive and get passionate. Mars is passionate and goes after what it wants and follows it like a very disciplined soldier. Mars in Aries is a disciplined soldier. Well, goes after things it wants till it gets them. Well, for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, it can be to study something new. It might be that you mobilize a lot of energy into teaching something, into spreading some knowledge or gaining some knowledge, into going on retreats or going on lectures, passionately following them, or you organizing such things, some teaching, learning experience. It's also about traveling. You might get on your restless feet syndrome, and you might just, it can be the start of a 2 year period almost till the whole Mars cycle, where you'll be going to a lot more foreign trips. Might be educational trips, but might also be very much connected to just exploring, expanding your knowledge. Mars is very powerful and lucky in the ninth house. So if you're starting any initiatives, educational, foreign countries, foreign relocations, or connecting to foreigners, you can kind of very much uh, connect with especially more male or younger. Mars is either younger energy or more male energy, or more driven and ambitious energies with foreign people, people not from your new environment. And such people can enter your life and go after you with more, like they would want to be around you. You'd be pursuing such people and connecting such more dynamic relationships, where you can change the in some way. You can make something, together with people from faraway places or people from different social backgrounds or younger people. But because it's the ninth house, it's usually, uh, you know, not from your people that you know from your immediate environment, that you can do, combine your energies together in some project or do something together. So that's another way it can play out. uh, Holiday, not holidays, but travels. I'm a Leo moon. Maybe I'll start doing a lot more live seminars and teaching a lot more. Yeah, I need that motivation. Starting with my short course for hour and a half on the relationships, and how Leo has very unique relationships where there is patterns in everyone who is Leo rising in particular, or Leo moon, with their first and second marriages and what it means. I speak about that. If you're interested, it's just $9.99 in the description below. Hour and a half giving you secrets of the relationships of the ascendants. Um, and how often Leo's relationships might find their relationship through work, their marriage partner through work, or they can work together in some way, or the person might have worked for them. So, but I'll speak more about that in the course. So if you want to learn something, start learning with me. And I'm starting, and that's so true, because I'm launching a new educational platform with all my courses in the next few months. So Mars in the ninth house. So anything to do with education, with travel, with foreign countries, with learning, or with court, the law. Now there might be some battle you have to lead, legal with the law. But Mars is very strong in the ninth house, so you can win. Also, the ninth house can be that Mars being born there, that new teachers appear in your life. They might be male or even younger people, but some new passion teacher in some direction, some new philosophy that you start going after. And it's kind of a crusader philosophy to change the world, to save someone. This is Mars on Aries. He's a knight in shining armor wanting to save the world. You might go on some crusade or some kind of humanistic and kind of endeavor that wants to help. The ninth house is a very generous and very altruistic house, and it's a house that wants to idealistic house. So you might initiate some project that's very idealistic, wants to change, to help others, to expand others in some way. That's the time Mars in your ninth house being born. Of course, there can be new circumstances like new teachers or new circumstances in the life of your father, or renewal of that relationship, which is the ninth house, and so on. So yeah, there can be fights. You can sound very convincing about your beliefs in May and even ahead. You can be like, wow, that's almost like proselytizing, like like those pastors that go and Mars is potent, and it's very good for marketing, for kind of promoting others or oneself. Mars being born in the ninth house of really talking up something, exciting others about topic or belief or vision or ideal. You might have such mission over the next couple of years to excite people about something, but also it can lead you to clash with others on opinions. There might be some fight there, your opinion versus other people's opinions. Maybe you too, or maybe such people in your life that frustrate you, that are trying to shove their beliefs down your throat. That can be a theme for you in May and further ahead, because it's a year and a half project. Now, then the next big thing is that the new moon in Taurus on the 8th of May is going to activate the Jupiter Uranus conjunction that happened towards the end of April. This is the first activation we're going to have for 14 years of the Jupiter Uranus conjunction. Every time there is an activation of this Jupiter Uranus degree at 22 Taurus, every time a bit more will unfold for your own personal Jupiter Uranus story. And the first activation starts with the new moon in May. So the first activation is an opportunity in your career, in your goals. The 10th house starts unfolding then. Jupiter Uranus conjunction in the 10th house. Watch my April video to know what it is, but this new moon activates it. So opportunities for new project, for something big that will become, that can give you public recognition or increase social status, or more executive power over the next 14 years, that can liberate you from being in the system, because Jupiter Uranus is about freedom in your career, freedom in your goals, doing something big that changes the world. It's in the 10th house, the most visible house. It's the boss house, but some kind of freedom there, some opportunity for growth, opportunity to impact, to suddenly rise, a new project, a new career in direction, a big change in your social status from married to unmarried, from unmarried to married. The first activation is in May. Three activations. The new moon, so sun and moon will activate it, then Venus will activate it, and we're gonna have over the years more activations, but now the most powerful for the next 1 year is in May. Sudden, powerful, positive new beginnings there. Sometimes it can be shocking with father figures, career authority figures, like, but it's about new beginnings coming to you from there that will become a source of abundance and more freedom for you, and even achieving something that can change society, contribute to society over the next 14 years. And of course, we have Jupiter Venus conjunction on the 23rd of May, the Sun Jupiter conjunction. So, if you want to start a new business, do something important connected to career, with authority figures, with people in power, approach them this week between the 18th to the 23rd, between the Jupiter Sun conjunction, Jupiter Venus conjunction, because it's beautiful. What can I tell you? It's absolutely beautiful energy to initiate anything new with 10th house. Institutions, authority figures, careers, goals and plans that you have, ambitions of yours to do something, new jobs or whatever. And then on the 23rd, well, Venus and Jupiter are conjunct, which is very good social time as well, around the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd. You are like shining. You can impress others with some, with your authority, with your suave, with your wisdom and knowledge and gentleness and charm and charisma. If you want to impress anyone and be visible in public, do it around that time on the Jupiter Venus conjunction and Jupiter Sun conjunction this week from the 18th to the 23rd. It will go really well. But on the 23rd, while Venus and Jupiter are getting together, maybe you should have some career get together, drinks or whatever, some social event, because something really good can come out of it because of this Jupiter Venus in the 10th house. But on the same day, there will be full moon in your fifth house. How good is that? Like, it's a cool full moon. The moon is in Sagittarius, which is a fiery sign. It's exciting sign. It has a lot of good aspect. Venus, Jupiter opposition, trine by Neptune, sextile by Pluto. Oof, it's very bohemian moon in the most fun sign house, in the fifth house. Party. For the next 2 weeks, it can be time of letting your hair down, painting the town red, expressing joy, being put in a center stage, maybe being in the spotlight, maybe something romantic that can happen and escalate, romance, fun, something good with your children can come to fruition, some creative project can start coming into completion or seeing the results of it or giving results, because fifth house is all of those things. And romance that can, take some development, um, creative ideas that are popping. Your mind is brilliant. The fifth house rules your natural intelligence, not to be clever, intelligence, coming up with ideas, originality, sense of humor is up there as well with this full moon. So anything social, fun, or romantic or creative, great time to do it after the 23rd. And then the last very important event, you see, it's very visible month for you. Everything is above the horizon, and the full moon here it gives more, for a bit, more focus on personal things like enjoyments and pleasures and fun. But most of the time, you're called to be in some in the public eye here, and then Jupiter on the 25th moves. Is it 25th? Yeah, 25th. Jupiter moves in Gemini. We'll be there for the next 1 year, but somehow the themes of the 10th house will carry on for another year, because Jupiter, before it leaves your 10th house, starts three new cycles: one with Uranus, which is 14-year cycle; one with Sun, which is 1 year cycle; one with Venus, which is 1 year cycle. So they've just began in May. They're just beginning in May. They're in April. They're being seeded. They'll take, for the Jupiter and Uranus, 14 years to unfold in regards to your career, some position at the top of a pyramid, some goal to achieve. And with Venus and the Sun, these themes stay with you for another year as opportunities, because the cycles, these new cycles just started. But you'll start feeling as well the new energy of Jupiter in your 11th house. That's the most favorite house of Jupiter according to Western astrology. That's the house of its joy. Jupiter is the best planet of opportunities, of growth. For Leo, it's a very lucky planet, Jupiter, because it rules their fifth house. Not for every ascendant is Jupiter a positive planet, if it rules your sixth house, your 12th house, but Jupiter rules for Leo a very good house, the fifth, so it becomes a bringer of Dharma. Dharma is aligning you to bringing things that are good for you. Okay, good karma. So Jupiter moving the 11th house, its favorite house of gains. Well, over the next 1 year, you can start coming with ideas how to have more gains. You can increase your gains. You can increase your following. 11th house is your, for the king, these were his, and the queen, these were the people around them that would follow them everywhere, or the public, the social acceptance by the people. Well, nowadays, this will be your following, this will be your clients, these will be your friends as well. I mean, not those closest friends that you everyday see, but this is more like your expanded network. and so you can be accepted better by society. You can join some groups or communities or large organizations that will help you fulfill some of your dreams and goals and be more beneficial materially and more gainful financially, because the 11th house Jupiter is very gainful financially. But definitely over the next 1 year, starting from May, you're going to expand your social circle. You're going to build bridges and connect with people that will lead to more gains for you. You're going to network, and that networking can uh, result in something over the next 12 years, because Jupiter will take 12 years to come back to 11th house to bring something good. For example, when Jupiter transited my 11th house uh, from my sun sign, I met a group of 5 girls when I moved here to Bulgaria. And on the year, I'm like, okay, I met a few new friends. That's cool. And 1, 2 years, nothing. We'll say hi from time to time, see each other. And now, suddenly, 4 years after this meeting, but it happened during Jupiter in the 11th house, we're becoming some of the closest friendships I've ever had. So the people you meet over the next 1 year might not immediately, and not only friends, but we're developing businesses together. We're planning of buying land together, of growing our own food. We're making, we created an art studio together. We're creating all of those things. I mean, they are. I am kind of like just hoping there that I can contribute, but I'm so happy to have met, this new group of that happened a few years ago, but I'm still in this cycle of Jupiter in the 11th house. So what I'm trying to say, you're going to meet some people. They're not going to be random. Even if you don't immediately recognize them, they're from your tribe, they're from your soul group. And over the next 12 years after that, maybe already from the beginning, they can contribute to something, they can support you, they can believe in you, they can become like your tribe. Sense of belonging. You can create or unfold some big projects together. Well, Jupiter is in the 12th house. I forgot to say, yes, unfolding of big projects together is very, not just maybe with like-minded people, contributing to some uh, activism, social activism of any sort, might become more politically interested. But on another level, this is your hopes and dreams and fulfilling of your hopes and dreams. So someone can appear like a benefactor to help you, or you can just develop a better system how to achieve and knowledge. You would intuitively know what society needs. You would intuitively be attuned to the needs of society. That's why it's such a great business house, Jupiter to be in the business combination. Jupiter in the 11th house. Jupiter is knowledge, just knowing, intuition. 11th house, what does society need now? What is it trending? And of course, immediately that makes you more public, more viral, your products or whatever it is. Or you can meet such people that can help you bring you out to the public. 11th house is the house of bringing out products to the public. How will it be received? They'll be received great. 11th house is titles, accolades, and recognitions. You can get a PhD or a doctorate or some kind of a award or the reward, and the appreciation can come through money because whatever you're doing, people recognize it, or through some other social recognition. So yeah, good things ahead. Build bridges, Leos, and over the next 1 year, expand your circle of influence, welcoming new people. Of course, you need to use some kind of it's not always going to be smooth fully. You need to use some kind of discrimination, but believe me, it can pay off for many years ahead after that. So thank you.